Well, hello there and welcome. It's our final the whole day, and we've got Abs here because we have got the most amazing one-day special. But already over half of the stock has gone. This was only launched at 6 o'clock this evening, but very eagerly anticipated because again we're looking at Dominic's artwork, which everybody has been loving. Abs.
Indeed, yeah, everyone is loving it, and great collection, great designs, very versatile, and different focal points, different elements. So, like I would say, many ways of using them all differently.
Very much. So many wonderful characters. Gorgeous artwork. Of course, it makes it easy to craft with when we've got gorgeous artwork, but some really clever little concepts with these, some nice sentiments that echo the fabulous designs. Now, we're looking at the February collection here called Crystal Love 2023, as you can see. Now, these are the brand new stamps which are featuring as your one-day special. We do have a larger bundle to share with you as well, but you are getting a lot for your money with this one because we've got big stamp plates and you've got free gift as well. We all love a free gift.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. We love a freebie.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's very generous freebie.
So, yeah, tell me about this freebie because this is the first time I've kind of come across this with you guys.
Yeah, so, Dominic was so generous to offer some of his drawings.
Okay.
Many, I think 7 or 8, I don't remember, but they're worth £75. He's all like his hand-drawn, all of them.
These are beautiful.
So you can print them any size you want, but like I think if I'm not wrong, he said the sheet is A3 size, so it's very large, so you can like print play around with it, like either like down or larger, and fast cut them, color them, use them together, use them separately, individually, like mix and match, mix it. And they also, the theme works really well with the collections we have here for the one-day special, so you can mix and match easily. And then it's something definitely to make your ODS. If you invest in the ODS or any steps from the ODS, you have so many other designs to work with.
Now, there is a digital download, so when you place your order for anything during the show, you will get that on its way to you via an email link. So do keep an eye open on your inbox, as they say. But of course, one day especially is the way that most of you are qualifying for that fabulous, and these are brilliant. So we're going to work our way along. Which side should we start with, Abs? Should we start in the middle? Go to the side?
You choose.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go large to start with. So yeah, I mean, it would be logical to go from small across to medium and so on. But can I start in the middle? I'm sorry, this is going to be really difficult for the director. But you can understand why. We're starting off with a huge die set. I mean, Abs, this is amazing.
This is a large A4 one there. Maybe we can...
should we turn it round to the side a little bit more? So there we go.
So this is the A4 one. So you have so many elements there. You have like focal points, loads of focal points. You can use them together, you can use them on their own. Even those flowers that are on the leaves, you can fascicate them, use the flowers on their own, the crystals on their own, loads of light bulbs, different size, different shapes. You have also another piece of another piece of crystals as well with the fox. Beautiful. So you can use them with a fox, or you just can or you can use them with a fox and then use the crystal from here to extend that design and make it long. You can also use to frame it. You have the flowers at the top that also can repeat.
And turn it round actually, because they're big stamps.
They are big stamps, yeah, indeed. Maybe the stamp.
Put it upside down.
No, it's.
Oh, there we go.
So you can see the print better. Yeah, they're large images. So many possibilities using them. Loads of like space for coloring. I call it space for coloring because I love open space. I love when there's room to add your colors, to add layers of textures, of dimension, of depth to your design. So so many ways you can use them, and so many results you can achieve. And each time, this kind of elements where they have so many like details, each time you color them, they look different.
Beautiful.
And each time you look at them, you see something you didn't see before.
You do. Now, these are beautiful to start with. So you've got that large set to start with. Let's go over to the side where we've got the light bulb. Now, you saw little light bulbs appearing with the different images that we just looked at. But this is a very, very clever design. Now, I'm going to pop that down there just as you talk us around this one, Abs.
Yeah, so here you have that large light bulb. It's decent size, and for A6 card, for 6x6 card, it fits in all, even the small cardstocks, and then you have different element there to make it different. You can put a fish, a lighthouse, you can put what else there is in there, and there's a heart, there is all sentiments. Even the label here on the light bulb, the label here, you can make it different because you have all the different sentiments. And we're going to show you in a minute all the concepts, and all the images are the correct size, perfect size, so you can mix and match between the stamp set as well. so many possibilities.
I love it. Now, coming across to the other side of the stamp set, we've got this large jar, which is going to be so useful. And I love it because it kind of echoes the design that we've seen with the light bulb, with the large bow on here as well.
Definitely, yeah. You have that large bow and then same concept. So again, you have so many images in there. Like if I turn just on the
it's switched around again. I do apologise.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I think it's.
Oh yeah, that's much crisper.
So yeah, you can see the heart, you can see the rose, the moon, and the stars, different sentiments. And as I said, are designed to work really well with the other stamp set from the light bulb. So they work really well. You can mix and match. So in total, you can have up to 36 different how to say, like different options, different variations. 36 in total, where you can use sentiments from this stamp set with image from there, or you can also use just those on their own. The fish, the heart, the light. You don't have to use the light bulb. You don't have to use the jar. So it's different. And that jar, like these decent size, loads of open space, you can fit all the designs from your collections. Don't have to be only these designs for the stamp set. You can use anything you have already in your stash from previous collections, or from even from these collections, the crystals. I think there's one sample quickly if I can find it. Where Debbie Martin used it. Of course, I'm not going to find it now.
They're all got jumbled up, I think, in the process.
Unless if it's to the front somewhere. Yeah, where Debbie Martin used it with this small A7.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're going to find it in a minute.
We'll have a little rummage through
we will find it, yeah.
So that's the jar. Incidentally, that particular one has sold out by itself, so you can't get hold of it. And the owl, which is coming up in a few moments, has as well, which is cuteness personified. I mean, how beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. And again, lots of content within that stamp. As I twizzle it round, you can see that beautiful owl, those eyes are so big.
I said it before to Dan at 6 p.m. For me, it's all about those eyes. Like, I think the eyes there, like,
aren't they gorgeous?
So this is another great stamp set. This is an A6 stamp set. You have separate elements. Perfect to use with the previous set we just showed you, all on its own. It's a strong focal point, strong image, stand out on its own. Mix it with the leaves from the A4 one and the flowers, all on its own. Light bulbs, whatever you can. You can use sentiments from the other stamp set as well.
You can indeed. Absolutely love it. Now I'm going to grab hold of the next stamp set because this is featuring alongside the light bulb that we're going to be touching on, because you are also getting this one in there as well. And this is absolutely perfectly sized to work with not only the jar but also the light bulb, as you can see there. So absolutely spot on. I love that phrase, guiding light there. That is
definitely beautiful. The guiding light from the light bulb moment stamp set.
Yes.
But as I said, like this A7 set fits perfect inside the light bulb, but also do fit perfect inside the jar. Or you can use it on its own, like Janet Pring used it here on its own.
That's
this is a card. Like, if you open it, there's also more designs.
Let me give you that one back to go back on the stand, because these are and this is the beauty when you've got a lot of stamps. You can do lots of different kind of techniques and ideas. Isn't that fabulous?
And this is the crystals from the owl stamp set on its own, also fun to use there.
That is beautiful.
And or you can just use the light bulb on its own, cut it on the background.
That's pretty.
Either you want to do like texture paint, like for example here to have some dimension, or just plain, just with some some ink and your blending tools.
I love the features of those crystals coming through with these. I mean, there's so many gorgeous designs, whether you are choosing to go with the hearts and the flowers, whether you're incorporating the fabulous animals with that gorgeous fox, and again that spiritual feeling with regards to the crystals there, and again the little light bulbs working their way through every single one of these, and then that gorgeous stag. I mean, such a majestic look to it. But then you've got the open area of the light bulbs, and of course the fabulous jar that you can start using as that base for your configuration. Also nice as well, because obviously you can see the bow being used this way, but I think if you wanted to, because the sentiment being stamped into the label, you could actually do it the other way around as well.
Like
obviously it's upside down on that one. Oh, that's perfect. There you go. It's as if we always thought about it. So there you go. You can see just how amazing this one day special is, and nearly 60% of the stock has gone. So you can get hold of these via the one day special. But of course, Dominic's artwork has graced our screens before. So we have got a big bundle for you featuring not only your one day special, but the dogs and cats, and these caused such a stir when we saw these out.
Definitely. The dogs were here just a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not wrong. Leonie did them. Leonie did the show, and they were like really popular, and they're still new. So we had to bring them back and offer you this complete collection where you have a massive saving further on the top of the saving that you already have on the ODS. So you have here the dogs and the cats collections. Beautiful images, like silhouettes, images, and it's so many details inside, like there's scenery, there are flowers, there are all sorts of things. So they're strong on their own. Sometimes you don't need anything, just that image as it is, even in black and white, is strong, beautiful. Or you can add, you can mix and match, you can add other elements. You can create backgrounds, you can add so many elements to it. Like it's so beautiful, like beautiful collections. You have a lot. And not only those two, you've seen there's also another 4 stamp set on the bottom row as well. So it's like a massive collection. You have so many elements, so many designs in there. I don't even know how many stamp sets. If you count, probably like there's a lot in there. And then I mean, it's only £62. Like I mean, it's still a considerable purchase.
But that's the first of your 3 flexes. That's right. Yeah,
one of the 3 installments. So it means like it's around like £24 extra on the top of your first installment from that one. So for 24 extra, you get like a bundle, a bundle worth £200, nearly £200, actually over £200. And if you're in the club, it's 186. So
that's it. I mean, you've got lots of different savings. Obviously, you do your own maths, because add them into your baskets and they'll all have their own individual prices. But of course, when you bundle it up, because you've got the 1-day special in this, you've got the saving associated with that being brought forward. So additional savings as you work your way through, as you can see on your screen. But I love these stamps. I love the way it's almost as if the imagery that Dominic has created here, the inside image as a cat and dog, is almost as if it's the thoughts that they've got in their heads at that moment in time. Absolutely brilliant. Love this style. And you have as well.
And the good thing is they work on their own, as I said, but also if, for example, you have the cat already and you just want the dogs, you can go for the dogs. Everything is available individually. And the good thing is you get the gift with purchase.
You do,
You can just buy the stamp that is only £18 or £17 or £11 and you get the gift worth £75. And there's already loads of imagery in there. So this is a really good, very generous gift from Dominic. So get anything and you have loads of imagery in there, so you can't miss it. It's only available today and tomorrow, so yeah, it's just for the 1-day special, so do not miss out.
Definitely, definitely do not miss out on that. Now, the good news is when you're placing your order for anything, you automatically can get that download. You don't need a code or you don't need to add anything into your basket, but of course a brilliant deal on your screen because it's featuring not only a 1-day special but absolutely everything else. So there's absolutely loads in there, as you can see. Now, this hour is jam-packed full of content. Not only amazing artwork, brilliant prices, but happy hours as well. Oh, we do like a happy hour.
We do like happy hours.
What have you brought to us this time?
Again, like I was really like, for the happy hours, I never know what is it till I arrive here. So the first hour I was really pleased, and now completely different style, which makes it even more interesting. A variety of styles and designs, something for everyone.
Definitely.
Now we're talking Tracy Evans. We're talking that grunge, like quirky style of hair. So the first one is called, if I'm not heart grunge.
The heart grunge, yes.
Yeah, the heart grunge.
You've got a lot of stamps within this one, so if I show you the packaging with this particular one, it's a better than half price deal with this one. So again, Tracy's artwork, built up in layers, lots of different content of elements with these, but brilliant for you to collage together as well if you're wanting to. Individual stamps, as you can see there, bringing them all together, 7 of those for £8.09. I hope Tracy's not watching. She's going to be offended by that price.
And to be fair, like for £8 you get an A5 stamp set, large imagery, and like loads of elements in there. So you can create cards, you can create mixed media projects, you can make like canvases, you can even do shrink plastic and create your own jewelry, like she did Anne from there. And look at that one. You can this is all large images, but with shrink plastic you can make them small.
Very much. Oh, look at that with the original sizes that you've got, and I love that almost primitive heart look where you've got that elongated look with these. Lots of content
is with glossy accent to make it look more like 3D and shiny. You can create just a card with a heart, or you can use a small hearts.
And you'll notice lots of little elements with regards to Tracy's artwork that kind of resonate through her ranges. The letters, the number 6, number 9, regularly we see these appearing. So you probably have things in your stash already featuring these, which will automatically coincide and work with all the different elements we're looking at. But what a brilliant happy hour deal. I mean, £8.09, what's not to love about that one? And if you're in the club, you'll certainly want to take advantage of that. Now, love this one because we've kind of got an idea of how you can work with them. Just adding colour to these, you can highlight different areas.
Definitely, this is like to tell you like what you get in the stamp set. This is all the different stamp sets you get, and also when you put sometimes colours, it makes them pop even more and gives you a better idea of what you're receiving.
Very much so. So again, £8.09, absolutely brilliant value for money, but it's not the only happy hour in this hour. We have got more to share with you. And this stamp set is beautiful. If you're into your florals, then you are going to love this one. Something that Tracy does so well. This is key with this particular set here because the botanicals are beautiful. Now, on your screen, you can see the details are there. Now, I'm going to top these up because you've actually got a lot of content on these. If I turn that round. Now, with regards to these, you've got all sorts. Now, it says that we've got 20 stamps, isn't it? So, we've got 20 stamps in that set. I don't know.
Oh, because all the elements are.
Some of them are individual words.
You had different words, yeah. So you can use them as one sentiment, or you can use them on their own.
Order. That's why, yes.
So this is another great stamp set, textured florals. Like Tracy, you know, she got her inspiration from her garden, like, and most of these flowers are from her garden. I was lucky enough to visit her garden, so I've seen most of them. This is just an amazing garden. Like, so this is here also. So here you can see what you're getting, all coloured, like. All the different flowers you get here, they're beautiful. Like, they're so easy to fussy cut as well, because they're like straight line, easy to fussy cut. You can layer them, you can create 3D projects with them, you can use them on their own, you can do all sorts of projects with them. And personally, they're like fussy cutting, but this one, it's easy.
Absolutely gorgeous, and I love it because you can kind of build it up with other stamps that you might have in your collection.
Definitely, yeah. They're like very versatile. They work with anything you have in your stash, like flower.
Yeah, everybody loves flowers, don't they? Love this, keeping the colour palette quite limited, almost just that kind of the white, the black, and that gorgeous lilac in there, beautiful, the cone flower in there. But have a look at how it looks when it's kind of filled with that passionate red, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this again is another very popular happy hour. Again, phenomenal value for money, and again one that many of you are popping into your basket. So you're not limited to one happy hour. You can go for all 4 of these if you're choosing to, but at £8.09 you can understand why it's proven to be such a popular one again. So 749110. I love that blue, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, do treat yourself to that one as well. Again, brilliant value for money, and if it's one that's passed you by previously, perfect opportunity to get hold of it now. Now we've got a lovely set for you because this is a stencil. Now number wall is a brilliant one, but look at the price on this, and oh my goodness, abs, this is a proper treat.
This is a proper treat. Yeah, you're saving more than what you paid.
Yeah.
So this is an A4 stamp set. It's a large stamp set. You have all these numbers and all this like kind of organic shapes, and it's beautiful, and you have a large size. It's beautiful to create backgrounds with it and to add all those textures and details and elements to it, and I really like this stencil. Like when I designed it, had so many ways of using it, and I'm going to use it on this flower as well to show you different ways of using it. So it's just a beautiful design. I really like it.
It's a better than a half price deal because you're actually saving more than you're spending with this one if you are in the club. So 786 nice convenient item number, as a presenter would tell you with that one. And again, it's a perfect one to build up those layers, to add that interest before you start coming in with your stamps, and of course add your colour in whatever combinations you choose, whether it's your pastel tones, whether it's your strong colours with these, however you want to work with it. And don't be afraid to use it on things like your gel plate as well. This is a nice one because it kind of shows you the positive and negative with regards to these ones as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. You can use positive, negative, so many ways. And here with texture paste, look at texture paste. And that's flower from the happy hour deal as well.
Oh,
the previous one. You see, they work really well together. Like this stencil is so versatile. You can use any style with it. And this one, you see those all organic rocks on the side, like beautiful shape as well.
Absolutely.
And then you can have here all the numbers, also like different ways of using it. This is, and you get that textures in the middle with those numbers and letters. It's created an amazing, interesting background there. Or you can just like pick the elements you want, trace around them, highlight them. Also, it's a completely different way. Like it's just like what you see. It's like, oh, it's a basic stencil, like there's just numbers and rock. It is basic, but the way of using it is endless possibilities. It's so versatile. Sometimes the basic ones are more versatile and you can use them in thousands ways than something which is more complex where it limits you to 1 or 2 use only.
Very much so. It's a very useful one. You'll find yourself using that one on a regular basis, I'm sure, and even more so, and you'll be so pleased knowing that the fact that you've paid a little over £5 for it. So if you fancy getting hold of that one, pop it into your basket. It's a happy hour deal though, so you need to be taking advantage of that one before you have the obviously the top of the hour at 10 o'clock. Now this is another one that we've got for you as well. Now this is a stencil stencil, if you want to take advantage of this particular one, it's the A5 version. So on the screen it looks the same, but it isn't, it's smaller. So yeah, again, nice to go for both alongside each other, and at £3.59, my goodness, that's an amazing price. And we are busy for all of those happy hours. Do tune in for all of the one-day special shows, because we're often tempted with extra deals, and there are different ones dependent on the hour, so it's always worth popping in to have a little look. But of course, Abs is here.
I was looking for it somewhere.
With some amazing demonstrations.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
No, I was looking for the A5 stencil to show you, because I really like the fact, like when I designed this A4 version and A5 version, some people think like, oh, it's the same, but it's different size, depends what size of card you're working on. But also, even if you're working on the same card, I like working with both, create contrast. I love having that number 3, that's a large, and the small one version, and then I can repeat that small one around it.
Good point.
Or if you're doing, for example, a birthday card, let's say someone is turning 30 or 33, whatever, you can have that 33 large and then 30 small, and then whatever, like, it's beautiful, create more interesting background than the same size repeated all over the place.
Point,
so that's why I did the 2 versions.
It's worth going for them,
just
for
in case you need them. Just for £3, I would add another one.
It's ironic actually when you think about your post and packing, it's probably more than the cost of that stencil if you're in the club.
And also, like usually the price for the large A4 is £10.99,
really? Wow.
And now it's £5, and the other one is £3. So both of them are cheaper than what usually one A4. So you get both for.
You're good at your maths there, Abs.
That's my background.
I love it. Right, what are we up to?
Okay, what are we up to? So I just want to play a little bit with different stems from the ODS, but also from the complete collection, and try to use them with other elements we have in the show to show you how versatile. So if you're going for the one-day special, it's a good choice. It's
lovely.
A very
now, blank piece of paper to start with.
Yeah.
That can be the scary point, can't it?
It can be the scary point, but don't worry, it will not stay white for long. So I have here some cardstock. A lot of people ask me between the shows, like what cardstock I use is the Paint-On Clairefontaine. It's called Paint-On 250 gram. I always use it. So
Clairefontaine.
Yeah, Clairefontaine.
It's
paint.
On the website.
Yeah, it's the orange packaging. It's called Paint-On. Okay, so I have here a square piece of paper, and then I'm gonna start with. Let me start with one of the first images here.
Oh, the stag. Good choice.
The stag.
Now, don't forget, when you are investing in your stamps, if you do need your acrylic blocks, Abs brings us a fabulous range in loads of different sizes. And these are perfect to look out for when you're checking out your basket, because if you are ordering online, keep an eye open. We have what we call end-of-call items that you can add in. Again, I'd normally say with no additional post and packing, but it's capped anyway. But there's sometimes things that you're getting at a brilliant price and definitely worth considering popping into your basket, especially if you're working with larger stamps.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And that flexibility it has gives you really clear prints, and then crisps, and then perfect print. So I really like having that. I'm just making sure that I inked all over. I inked all because it's beautiful. It's beautiful design. It would be a shame to miss some details.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So I'm just gonna stamp here. Just gonna make sure my.
Such a talented artist, isn't it, Dominic? I mean, it's fabulous to see his artwork. Another addition to the team.
Another addition to the family, yeah. So I'm just lifting the corners to make sure.
Is Dominic UK based?
Yeah,
oh,
Manchester.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah.
So just look at the print, you get like perfect print. So as I said before, at 6 p.m, so you don't even have to color it, you don't have to do anything. Yeah. This image on its own is enough. It's
just amazing.
Like, you can just add a sentiment or just add a bit of color like here to like edge a little bit in the corners or something. That's it.
It looked fabulous, just literally popped into a picture frame, wouldn't it, for your home decor? Absolutely amazing.
And remember, you get that gift with purchase, which is another 8 images, another different ones like this, and all hand drawn by Dominic Phillips. And then so yeah, with £75, like I remember when I was texting and I was emailing him, and then for the value, and then when he replied with £75, I was like, wow, that is really generous.
That is what you call a deal,
that is really generous. So so I stamped that one, so I have it already fussy cut for later to have some dimension and 3D elements.
Ah, nice idea.
So, yeah, and then now I'm gonna create all that messy. I will not be worried about the focal point because I have it ready to put on the top. Can you believe I even cut all those lines and everything?
You must like this stamp in order to do that.
So I have it all here ready to go on the top. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play a little bit with some colors and create background. So I have this stamp set here from the show. This is the happy hour deal. This I just grabbed it from there. The heart one is the first one. So I'm just gonna pop it. This is by Tracy Evans. I'm just gonna pop it here.
Very popular happy hour, this particular one. Nearly half the stock has gone of it, and this is the one where we've got lots of those hearts featuring. In fact, it's called Heart Grunge, and you've got the largest of the stamps, which is the one that Abs is working with. You've got additional elements that, of course, you can build up your own collage with these, and as you'll see, there's lots of elements there that you will have seen, I'm sure, from Tracy's artwork previously. Now, usually, if you were shopping for this one outside the happy hour deal, you're looking at about $18.99 for this one if you're in the club, but you've got £10 and £9 saving. Even if you're not in the club, you're saving £10, so you're still saving more than you're spending. It's an A5 stamp set with lots of possibilities, lots of content in there, and lots of love. At 421074 if you want to get hold of that one. And a perfect time of year, really, isn't it? It's Valentine's Day on the horizon. Incidentally, make sure that you tune in bright and early tomorrow morning, because we've got an event kicking off at 7 AM that I know you'll want to be a part of. Right, so what's next?
Now. I'm curious about tomorrow's event.
Oh, bless you.
So I'm here using that one with some distress oxide. So I have different colors here. I'm just going to do a couple of colors.
Lovely.
This is just for the background, so I'm not going to. So I did some distress oxide. I just want to have some watercolor effect.
Okay.
So I'm just going to stamp that one here. I don't mind going on the top of my focal point because I have it all fussy cut and ready to go.
Yeah.
So you see all that texture that I already have there, and then maybe add a bit of water and see if I can do a second generation stamping with whatever ink left. We don't waste anything, do we?
Oh no, and it's nice because of course you've got those colours coming right the way through at different depths.
Yeah, so I have that one there, and now I'm just gonna maybe just
it'll dry off. Don't forget, if you are looking for your inks, your distress oxides, we've got many of those on the website. Just go onto the website, search field distress oxides, and you'll see any that we've got available.
So now I'm going to do this part here. So I want to add a little bit of the blue. So I'm just going to do that color in there. And then I picked the dry one. So time to get another one.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah,
there we go.
That one works. So let me put that one away so I don't forget it. Okay, so
a little bit of water again to activate it.
To get that nice watercolor effect. And then just add that one here. I can't believe he said over half of the stock, or nearly half the stock. This one's gone.
I mean, everybody loves the use of hearts in so many different projects, don't they? And
do you think it's because of Valentine, or just?
I don't know. Perhaps we're all feeling the love. I don't know. I'm quite happy with it though, whatever the reason. You guys are certainly happy as well. Don't forget, we've got 4 happy hours on this hour. Every single one-day special show, we have got happy hours. And Nabs will be back with us tomorrow morning at 10 AM with even more of them. But of course, a happy hour is only really any value if you've got gorgeous artwork, and that's exactly what we've got. Oh, Abs is sneaking in there for that stencil. So every single one of your happy hours, I think you are going to love, and such brilliant value for money. So if you are shopping on a budget, maybe can't stretch to the one-day special, then certainly do consider adding these in.
Okay, so so this is my background now.
Lovely.
Just a bit of color.
Nice choice of colours.
I'm just gonna bring this one back here. So each time, so I know where I'm going. So yeah, it's pop really well. While I have this ink here, I'm just gonna quickly add a little bit of color.
Okay, now the main focal point on this particular project is the stamp that has come from your one-day special. But of course, what Abs is doing here is chosen that majestic stag that you've got in your one-day special. To be honest, what you're creating, you could have done with any of the main stamps, really.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Any focal point work really well with this design. So I'm just going to go quickly with some yellow here. Just want to... oh,
I see. Yeah, nice. Just around there.
So to highlight more my focal points, just a little bit of color. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add more interest and more depth to my background using the stencil deal. So here, I don't mind. I can put any numbers or the rest of the design of the stencils because everything looks really good. So I'm going to start with the yellow.
Okay.
or you can go with another color if you want to bring a little bit more contrast. I can go for a little example, darker yellow or a little bit of orange.
Okay. Incidentally, the details are popped up on your screen for your number wall. Now we've got two different sizes of this one. Abs is working with the A4, which is a happy hour deal, which you've got on your screen. We have also got the A5. So if you're wanting to mix up the larger and the smaller pebbles and numbers, then I'd certainly suggest going for both of those. And of course, by having a smaller one, if you're working on a smaller size project, maybe you're doing things like ATCs and the large numbers and the large pebbles are kind of going to get lost on your project, then yeah, the smaller one's a good one. And it's only it's £3.20 odd or something like that, so incredible value for money. You'll find it on the website though, so yeah, do check that one out.
So I'm not gonna move my stencil because I just want to bring now a little bit of the blue,
okay,
and then mix those two colors together. Okay, I'm a lefty, but I'm gonna do it with.
That's very versatile.
So yeah.
Of course, embossing folders, there's so many techniques. I mean, sorry, embossing folders, should I say stencils? You can use them like an embossing folder if you want to.
Oh, definitely you can, well, yeah, to emboss your designs.
This is amazing, actually.
I'm just going to bring a little bit more to have that green kind of in between.
Love it. Now we're a little over halfway through the show, and half the stock has gone of this particular happy hour deal. So whether we'll have enough to see it through right to the top of the hour, I don't know.
Yeah.
Will it be the stock? Will it be
so
the
my
clock?
background's a little bit getting darker now, and each time I'm going to bring this one just to see where I'm going.
Nice.
So that one, yeah, standing very well there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more of texture here because I can see like I want to just bring more of that texture. So I'm going to come back to the stamp that I used here. Where is it? Where did I put it?
Where has it gone? It was here a moment ago. The one that you started off with,
yeah,
with the numbers and everything on.
Okay, it should be somewhere in here. It disappeared.
How's that happened? It's literally vanished off the face of the earth. You haven't popped it underneath, have you?
No.
Oh,
Okay. We're just gonna.
That's a bit bonkers.
Okay, let's do something else.
It's not stuck to your elbow or anything like that, is it? Abs?
No, and it was on the large.
That is bonkers. Where's
yeah,
it
it was
gone?
on the large acrylic block.
People at home screaming at the TV because they can see it. I can't see it
Yeah,
anywhere obvious,
definitely.
to be
Like,
honest.
oh, there it is. Did
Oh,
I
it's
put it
tucked away
back?
under the. Oh,
I
you
don't
were
even remember
tidying
I
up,
put it
there
there.
you go.
Yeah. So
That's why you shouldn't tidy up as a crafter. You just leave it all out.
Definitely. So now I'm going to use some VersaFine Clair. I'm using VersaFine because I want a little bit of a darker color. So something to stand out there. And I'm going to bring a little bit of those heart and those textures here. So I'm just going to stamp this section here.
Oh, and I like that because the way that you've used the stamp, it's kind of, you've got the light bulb there in an open
Can
area.
you imagine that?
Clever.
Can you imagine even the light bulbs? They're all fussy at them, so they're all ready.
Wow.
They're all.
Wait, I'm impressed.
That's between the shows. Yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
added more textures
Yeah.
now. That will makes me happy when I see like a very
Yeah.
textures background. Now I'm gonna bring back my focal point. And then
I like the way you keep bringing that in and kind
yeah,
of
to
checking.
see what to add, if it's balanced or not, what to add. So to be fair, I can stop here if I want. I don't have to go with more layers. What I can do is maybe just a little bit distress the edges, or what I can do is I can use my VersaFine Clair to bring more depth and dimension and more like details to the edges to highlight more my.
It's brilliant because
Like
when you
so.
consider that Abs has just used what palette of 2 or 3 different colours with this one, so you don't have to have a huge amount of ink pads and colours at your disposal. It's used one stamp from the one day special. You've got a lot of stamps in there. I will show you that one day special in a few moments. But he's utilised a couple of the happy hour deals that we've got for you. Some of Tracy Evans stamps and also that amazing stencil that is going to be one of your firm favourites as well. So all of that could go into your basket together, and very quickly and easily you're creating some fabulous projects. Now we're just casting our eyes over the happy hour deals. We've got 4 of them in fact. The 4th one is a replication of that stencil that you're looking at, but on a smaller scale. It's A5 in size, whereas this particular one is A4, and that's the one that Abs has been working with. So all of those come into your brilliant prices. Most of them you're looking at £8.09 to be fair, and the stencils even lower than that, £5.39p for the A4, and even cheaper if you're looking at the A5 one, and they're all on the website. It's probably the easiest way to shop
So
for them.
I'm just bringing those light bulbs that I all it's cut. So I'm thinking either to leave this one in white because that white will really pop more, or just bring a different color which is very contrast. I think I'm missing one of the light bulb, which is here.
Oh, that's fab. I like that. Yeah.
And then all I would say is add a sentiment, add something, and that card stand out.
Yeah.
I did quick colors here, blue and yellow and green, but you can use any other colors like the design team used to show different ways, and different combinations. So this is just a quick one, just to show you like how this beautiful focal points from the ideas, they stand out on their own. Just a quick background, and then you have a quick project done.
I love it. Abs, thank you. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to let you get ready for your next demo.
Okay.
And I can give you guys a little bit of a recap, because of course we've been looking at lots and lots of different elements. The happy hours, we are incredibly busy with regards to those, and then we've also got your fabulous one-day special. So we are feasting our eyes on your one-day special, made up of brand new designs from Dominic Phillips. Now of course we have seen Dominic's artwork before. He's already building up quite a following, so we were busy straight away at launch this evening at 6 o'clock, so much so that 60% of the stock of the one-day special has gone. And they're absolutely beautiful stamps. You've actually got a series of 5 stamps going from an A7 right the way through to your A4 collection, with a lot of content in here. The theme running through everything is crystal love, so you'll notice little crystals popping up in between those designs. Sometimes they're featuring with the fabulous little fox that we've got here. Sometimes you will see them just as standalone items that you can extend, but you're also going to find some fabulous stamps that will allow you to draw the eye into your project. Now the light bulb that you're looking at here, it's an open area in that light bulb, so you can incorporate it with many of the other stamps that you've got within the set. Might be the goldfish that you're choosing, it might be the lighthouse, it might be the hanging heart. All of those work alongside it. The little A7 stamp with the gorgeous florals, that will work alongside it too, giving you some fabulous results over and over again. Now talking of open areas, and that's that fabulous little floral stamp there with the hearts, with the crystals featuring in there as well. But then of course they're going to sit beautifully within the open area that you've got of the light bulb. Obviously you've got your main A4 stamp, but as we look across the stamps you'll notice that you've got a whole collection of different elements that will work well together. So as we pan across, you will see that we've got a fabulous kind of jar. It's almost like a mason style jar that you can fill with all sorts of fabulous content from the stamps that you're going to get. You've got little hanging celestial moons and stars. You've got fabulous little sentiments like a jar full of love, and you've in fact got all the little hearts that you could be filling that jar with. Then you've got your owl and those eyes, my goodness, look at those eyes, absolutely beautiful. Again, you've got those kind of quirky light bulbs with the inner heart detail, so everything works brilliantly together. But as I mentioned, Dominic's artwork, amazing, one-day special, phenomenal price. Lots of you going for this, but lots of you are also going for the larger bundle, which is incorporating not only your one-day special. So one-day special, if you want to go for that, brilliant. I will tell you about a free gift you're getting as well, worth £75 in a few moments, but we've changed the details because this is a way for you to get some of the original stamps that we saw from Dominic. In the not too distant past, we were seeing the dogs as well as the cats. These are available individually, so if you want to make your own bundle up, then you can do. And I love these because you can see there you've got both your cats and your dogs. You might have already got the cats, you might only want the dogs. We'll shop for them individually, but really clever artwork. Lots of silhouettes, lots of scene building with these, but also I love the way that Dominic has captured almost the essence of the animal and giving you its inner thoughts. You're looking into the soul of these characters. There are some fun and quirky ones, as you can see there with the goldfish bowl as well. Now I mentioned that free gift. Now with your order you will get a link that will be emailed to you that will give you access to £75 worth of Dominic's artwork. He so generously made these available to you as a digital download. They're available in, I think it's A3 size, but of course if you take it into your different kind of graphics programs you can resize those, or indeed if you've got access to an A3 printer, print off these amazing designs, create things like your home decor pieces with these. But that is a brilliant addition to any of your orders, and again very generous from Dominic there, so if you are watching, thank you so much for that. But 003076 will get you everything that we've been speaking of within your one-day special, as well as those additional elements that we've got. And of course we're celebrating the fact that it is a Valentine's Day tomorrow. Love is definitely in the air here at Create and Craft, and we are sharing the love. Check this out.
Save the date and join us on the 14th of February from 7 AM as we have a very special Valentine's Day gift sent with love. Make a purchase of any item featured during one of our live shows between 7 AM and 10 PM this Valentine's Day, and you'll be automatically entered into a draw to win £50 credit, which can be redeemed against any future purchase. One lucky winner will be announced at the end of every live show throughout the day, so keep watching. It could be you. Good luck, everyone. Sent with love from all at Create and Craft.
Indeed, and that's not a bad price, is it? £50 worth, love it. So, what's happening next, Abs?
Before going to the next demo, quickly while you were showing them, can you set that stem set from the Hard Grunge, the texture that I used? I just stamped it quickly here on a piece of cardstock. It's square, it's 6 by 6, I guess. Well, I think it's 6 by 6, but I never measure, I just cut quickly.
It's just roughly.
So I just stamped it here with 2 colors, and then with my blending tool, I just added a little bit of distress oxide, and then I'll show you the light bulb. So the light bulbs here, what I did is I just stamped the sentiment handed with love, and I put the heart inside. Yes. And I thought this one would go really well here. And then all what you need to do is you can just color, the bow, you can color the light bulbs and make it like stand out more. And then here for the background, you can also do like we did before, just a little bit of texture. You don't have to go with, we don't have to do like a lot of layers. What you can do is just a bit of color. Just let me show you quickly what you can get.
Now the stencil that Abs is using now, this again is that happy hour deal with regards to the A4 stencil. We've got A5 one as well. Same design but on a smaller scale, so both definitely worth going for. £5 saving on this one at least. Whoever you're, whether you're a club member or not, sorry, the words are failing me, you are going to get a discount of at least £5 on this one, but even more so if you are in the club, meaning you're only paying £5.39, which is phenomenal value for money. Oh,
so
like
just
that.
add the number 2 and the number that. I just number 2. If you have any other number in mind, or if it represents something to you, you can use that number, or you can do it also that way, or you can put the heart this way and then put the numbers, if second anniversary, for example, or Valentine, or second Valentine together, or this is just an example you can do. This is just an example here. But also on the show, we have another design from Dominic Phillips. This is one of the previous collections that we have in the show today, and you have that beautiful heart. I call it the tower with all these houses. This is a stamp set called Hearty Home, I think. It's an A5 stamp set, is on the show. So I stamped it between the shows. I did fussy cut everything. It comes also with this element, the houses inside. So you have those beautiful detail. This is by him.
That's gorgeous.
And that's the one, that's the one. You have all those elements. This is like, the package sometimes doesn't do it justice, because the more you look at it, you see so many details. So here some... And this is just in a black and white. I did not color anything yet, I didn't add anything. But also, if you get just this on its own for £17, you get that gift worth £75, because you get it with anything from the show, anything Dominic Phillips product.
Shop for anything and get that download email to you, so
Definitely. Look at this beautiful image here, you can use those two. This is an amazing, or just this one on its own. You can do this one, for example, you don't have to put the other one. And then you add your sentiment here if you want.
Nice idea.
I like it like this way, and then you can just add small sentiment. We have a load of sentiments in the light bulbs, light bulb moment stamp set, and then you can add more to your background. So this is just an example of how to use this one. And also, like you can do, we have also that beautiful crystal, the owl there. You can also stamp it there.
Strength from crystals, don't they? So,
definitely. So I have it here also fussy cut, so you can put it to stand in there, and then, or you can put it to stand on your number 2 if it's your second anniversary. You can put it there, and then put your sentiments or just that element in there from the heart home. Let me see if it works with the heart. It can actually. And
not
then that's, small space here for I love you, or another sentiment. This is also another idea, just to show you how this beautiful stamp set work on their own, work with the other design from the bundle, or even from previous collections. So you have all the different variety. And talking about the owl, the crystal, I know it's sold out on its own, but still available in the collection. You still have a chance to grab him.
You do.
And what I did here is I just stamped it. I think, let me show you if I have. I started playing here, just stamping it on its own, because it comes with a light bulb. If you see here on the package, let me bring it here. So it comes with a light bulb and everything. Yeah, there you go. So I just stamped it here. I repeated the light bulbs on the side. And then what I start doing is I start introducing some color just around it, and keeping the designs and keeping him white and all. This is the crystal, also the same design from the same stamp set. It comes on it as well. So I only added some watercolor around it. let it dry naturally, so you can see all these textures and all where the water dries and all the. It gives so much texture to your design. So, and then you can add him here on the top.
Oh, adorable.
It just make it pop, stand out, or you can leave it black and white, and then here add some textures on your background, add some element to your background, so that one will ever pop more. So this is just a couple of ideas that I want to show you.
And again, if you're going looking for that owl and you're thinking, oh, I'll just add that one into my basket, I'll save you the time and trouble because it has sold out by itself. The only way you can get hold of it is within either your one-day special or that larger bundle, depending on how you're choosing to shop for it. Not available by itself anymore, but of course your 2 flexi buys for your one-day special makes it a very affordable way for you to get hold of everything. First payment goes out of your account today at £36.88 if you're in the club, along with your post and packing, and then of course your second payment will complete your purchase, but that won't be for another month yet, so plenty of time. And of course with that order open you can add other goodies in. I would certainly be adding in those happy hour deals and coming back at 10 o'clock in the morning to see what else Abs has brought to us.
Oh, we have more happy hours tomorrow as well.
Yeah. And don't forget, whatever
to be fair, I don't know which one yet because I didn't tell me yet. But
and don't forget, whatever you're ordering, you're going to get that download for those £75 worth of Dominic's designs as well. So
So here I have another piece of cardstock. So what I want to show you is how the ideas work really well with the happy hour deals, but also with the previous collections from Dominic Phillips. So I have here the cats.
Lovely.
The stamp set of the cat. And if I have to use the cat, I'm going to use the dog as well.
Yes,
so I'm not going to upset the cat lovers or the dog lovers. So everyone will be happy with my demo. So I'm going to start with the cats. I'm just going to grab one of the cats here. They're all beautiful. So I'm just going to grab this one, first one next to me.
Do you have pets?
No, I don't.
You're a busy man though, aren't you? So yeah.
Do you have?
I do, yeah. I have 2 dogs. Now, incidentally, just quickly, I'm getting into chatty mode then. I forgot I better do some work. If you're wanting to go for this particular stamp set by itself, the details are on your screen. You can see you've got the fabulous title of this one, You Had Me at Meow, which I think is a brilliant title. And again, you can kind of shop for these individually or go for them in bundles. There's loads of ways for you to get hold of them, so do your research before you check out your basket. But I'm sure you'll agree at $18.99, this is a big, big stamp that you've got within that A4 set, and a lovely set. Sorry, A5 set that you've got with this one. It's lovely. I love that inner detail.
And it stamps really, really well. This is just from the first go.
It's really clever, this one, because when you look at it, I looked at it and I saw the hibiscus flowers, but I didn't notice the cat within the cat.
Yeah, a cat within the cat. It's clever.
Yeah, it's like one of those magic images.
And I'm
Very clever design.
And I'm going to use this second one here, which is also like Dominic the dogs now.
Lovely. And again, we've got a good selection of stamps with regards to dogs. The one that we're working with here, I think it's called Canine Dreams. And again, I just love this. I mean, the way that you've almost got the imagery there within the dog, the thoughts process maybe of the dog. Love that Victorian lamppost that you've got where the dog is looking up at the little bird there as well. And I love that phrase there, a dog wags its tail with its heart. And that's so true.
So just stepping in next to each other here. This is not my card actually, this is just a piece of cardstock that I'll be fussy cutting them later.
Oh, okay.
But I had them already fussy cut.
As I say, because you wouldn't often get them that close in real life, would you? Certainly not my dogs.
So, but I thought, like, for people who never see them in use before, I thought I would show them how they stamp, because for me it's very important to show people what they get in, how they stamp.
That's a good point.
And also they see the correct size next to my hand or compared to my acrylic block as well.
Lovely.
So I'm having that dog here. Oops.
Oh,
so yeah,
lovely.
that one. See, I left it a little bit too early, but it doesn't matter because I had it already ready when I had my time. I was not on air when I did a good stamping.
Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah, so I have them here all cut and ready to go.
Oh, perfect.
So that is the dog. And that is the cat here ready. So I did all the fussy cut before the show. Now what I'm gonna do now, because we have only
time-wise?
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna create a background. I'm gonna grab
9 minutes left.
9 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a background that I have here. So this is 2 tags here. That's a large 8 tag. So what I'm gonna do is I was about to create the background, but now I'm just gonna use this one. So I'm gonna put the dog here and the cat the other tag. Is that enough room between them now?
Yeah, they're okay now. Yeah.
Now they're okay. So what I'm gonna do is I also stamped that the A7 stamp set, that nice one.
This is a really pretty little stamp.
It's very little pretty stamp. So what I did is I stamped it separately. I did fussy cut it as well, and I have it here. So I thought I will just put it somewhere here next to the dog, so they look next to each other, like behind it. But before that, I want to stamp it here to have, because I did fussy cut, that's just a large image, but I didn't.
Oh, because you kind of got that floral content at the back of it as
background.
well. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna bring it here.
Lovely.
And then have it on the background, and I think I'm gonna do it in another color,
Ooh,
so
okay.
it stands out even more. I think it had some red, or was I dreaming? No, just gonna be happy with that one. Okay. So I'm gonna bring. No, I had it before actually, because I remember I stamped it before. But of course now I'm on air, I will not find anything. Typical.
It's not that at the back, though, is it? What's
no,
that
it's
one?
here. I found it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Oh, sorry. Yes, the first one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a little bit of orange, and then just bring a little bit of red on the edges to make those designs stand out more. I just picked those two colors because my background is orange, red, and yellow, and then I'm gonna put that one here.
So this is good to show that larger acrylic block you can use with your smaller stamps as well.
Definitely, yeah. And then I'm just gonna lift that corner to have that nice.
Oh, look at that. That
I
is
think,
pretty.
yeah, better than if I did it in black.
Yes, yeah.
It works really well with the background. This stamp set is amazing.
That is
and
so
I can
cute,
just show you here, just next to it. This is the element that I picked. I just got the flower and the light bulb and the heart. Let me just put them here, and you can see all the details around it.
Nice idea,
how make it, how it like really pop and really make it beautiful. And then the dog, I'm just gonna put it somewhere here next to it.
It's fabulous. I mean, you're looking at that tiny stamp, the A7 stamp that you've got within.
Well, you can put the cat here actually.
That looks
like
good as well, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the cat for this one. I'm changing my mind now. I will see.
You're allowed to do that.
The other thing is, because we have that nice stamp set, the Happy Hour deal from Tracy Evans, the flowers. I thought those flowers would go really well with because here there's kind of, they all have flowers inside, they have flowers here. Why not using this flower too and show you how everything looks together?
Your 4 Happy Hour deals, don't forget you've only got about 9 minutes or so, less than 10 minutes to take advantage of them. We've got 4 of them, including your gorgeous florals here from Tracy Evans. It's an A5 stamp set, 20 stamps there, because you've got not only phrases but individual words as well, which is nice because you can kind of change the layout. That gorgeous cone flower in there, which is going to be beautiful for you to stamp up and add your colour with. And again, those kind of spotlight areas that Tracy does so well. It's a better than a half price deal if you're in the club. £8.09, saving a whopping great £10.90. So 749110. Do check out the other Happy Hours as well, because they'll all be going up in price, and we'll have another set at 10 a.m. in the morning when we're back again. Yeah,
so what I did here, now I'm going to use with yellow, and then I've got a little bit of orange to highlight the edges of that image in there. This one, I forgot to stamp it and cut it out before, but I'm going to show you. It's the same concept, and I'm going to just stamp it here.
It's nice because you've got the words running through the petals.
Definitely, give it more texture and really more interest and it makes it more interesting and look like a little bit vintage kind of.
Oh, nice.
Kind of that flower in there.
Yeah.
And then maybe the dog we can next to it now. Yeah. Sitting there where the flower is. Yeah. Or if you want to go like I had the first idea, you can also put the cat in here.
It's quite nice actually, because the cat looks as if it's looking towards the flower.
Yeah. So what I was thinking here, because the dog here, what I can do is like something on the top. So I was thinking the crystal owl will look perfect for this one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Not in a black, because I want just the cat and the dog to be the focal point, the main part of it. So here I'm just going to go, let me just put that one back.
Lovely. Now the fabulous thing is, if you are going for the one-day special, you're going to get that owl in there. You can't get it by itself. So do consider this fabulous little catch. I mean, the artwork is phenomenal. Again, the other elements are available, I think, just about by themselves. But if you're wanting everything, the new release from Dominic, you need to go for it. The jar itself myself, actually, that one has sold out as well. So yeah, it's the one-day special. That's the way to go with this one, isn't it? You're getting a lot of content, a lot of stamps with these, all from Dominic's amazing artwork. And don't forget, whatever you're placing your order for during this hour, you will get that download worth £75 emailed to you, allowing you to print off that artwork in up to an A3 size, dependent on the printer that you've got. Beautiful line art, as you can see, but there's a lot of content in there, which of course you can alter the size of and print off on a regular A4 printer as well. £81.95. If you are in the club, obviously your one-day special price comes down, and again the details are popped up on your screen.
So I did the same technique, which is inking in light colors, and then add a little bit of dark color around the edges to highlight that focal points. No, sorry, to have it tone and tone my background. And then what I can do is I can just use that one in white, like if I want to make it pop, like we did with the flower here on the corner.
Oh,
so,
look at that.
So this one here, let me start bringing.
Just the right amount of dangle on it, hasn't it, for that look?
Everything is working really, really cool now, looking really good. Even this one, actually, because it has the yellow and the orange. I know there's a little bit of blue and a little bit of pink, but that can be the contrast, that can be the color that will bring everything back, everything together. And they have those light bulbs already cut here in white.
Dedication for
so
you cutting out. Wow, I'm
impressed. To make them all stand out and look even better like this.
That is nice.
And then bring my dog here.
Oh, that's lovely.
I can put that one behind it like planned.
Oh, absolutely. Love it.
So this is just my composition here. I'm not sure if I would. I always do like this. I don't stick anything till at the end. I'm happy and I'm sure that I'm going to go with this one. So this is what I'm doing here. Now what I'm going to do is add a little bit more details to my background to make it even more interesting.
Just to give you a time check, we've got a little over a minute left. So it's a little over a minute with regards to our live hours. We'll be going over to our nighttime repeats. And if you have just joined us, that will include repeats of your one-day special shows throughout the evening. But of course, your happy hour deals, they will come to a close. So make sure you're ordering during those live hours. If you are watching us on repeat, 10 o'clock in the morning, we will bring you your one-day special again with some brand new happy hours. So yeah, make sure you do tune in if you've missed out on the ones that we're bringing to you. But a brilliant collection of not only your one-day special, but that extended collection of Dominic's artwork, and of course a beautiful beautiful happy hour deals that we've got as well. And I think this particular one, is this from the happy hour as well?
This is from the happy hour. This circle here in the background is really, really cool. So you can see like adds, it's just like those details, that circle in there.
Yeah.
This is like, and then I'm gonna do the other like kind of continuity, the other side.
Perfect.
And then I don't know if there's any ink left, but I'm trying to do second generation stamping, third generation stamping, and have that kind of nice, interesting background.
Builds up that interest, doesn't it? Just gives you something to look at and draw yourself into that design.
So I'm going to do that. You can do is, I can add a little bit of colour.
Oh, down to the wire. Last 15 seconds of the hour. Will you get that colour in place? Of course it will. It's
of course we will.
Abs, thank you so much. An amazing hour yet again with gorgeous artwork. And if you are watching, Dominic, thank you for sharing your work with us. Brilliant hour. Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us.
So there we go. That's the end of our live hours for today. We're going to be back bright and early at 7 AM. But in the night time, we've got Quirky Bird coming up, along with repeats of the one-day special. Don't forget, keep an eye on Craft Extra, because they'll be busy through the night too. But of course, you've still got a chance to get hold of your deal of the day. This will be changing though, because tomorrow morning, just before 7, we'll be launching a brand new one. Now this morning, Joe presented this one to you and brought this amazing deal that has been very, very popular throughout the course of the day. We're talking Pink Frog, and we've got a gorgeous kind of golden shimmer paper with this one. And it's brilliant because you can utilise it in loads of different ways. Perfect to go through your printer, and that means that when you are printing on this, whether it's an inkjet or a laser printer, that gorgeous gold tone will come through your ink. Means that when you're actually printing off, it almost looks as if it's got a metallic sheen to it. Now it's 120 GSM, so a really good weight, perfect for things like your sentiments, wonderful to print off all your different projects, but fabulous to use in your backgrounds as well. Now you've got 150 sheets, which is phenomenal value for money when you consider as a club member you're paying less than £9, £8.99 indeed. So 269436, if you want yours, get it while you can.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door.
Okay.
Hello, Create and Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Create and Craft now, it's a cat P&P of $3.95 per order.
Cat P&P of only $3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die-cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan. Order 2 or more items from Create and Craft and we'll cap your postage at just £3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Create and Craft just got even better.
Shopping online with Create and Craft has just got easier with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan. Spread the cost of your basket, whether there is one item or many, with 3 interest-free payments. Simply choose Pay in 3 at checkout and pay for purchases between £30 and £2,000 over 3 equal instalments for the next 3 months. No fees, no interest. Spread the cost of your shopping with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan.